Hi, I'm Elle Williston.
And I'm Haley Maringer.
Welcome to our podcast.
Elle, what is your favorite food?
Noodles, but it depends on what sauce it's with.
What kind of sauce do you like and with what noodles?
Well, if we're talking about the more obvious ones, then fettuccine noodles with Alfredo sauce. What noodles do you like?
Fettuccine Alfredo instant noodles.
Like the ones that you can put in the microwave or oven?
Yeah, but it depends on the size of the box and what noodles they are.
Well, I also like ramen noodles, like the square ones that you can put in the microwave or on the stove with water, but I just eat them in the microwave because it's faster.
I don't really like ramen noodles because the kind of gets too salty. What other kinds of noodles do you like?
I like macaroni noodles as macaroni and cheese. There's also a thing called goulash that they're really good with. They also go great with spaghetti, but with spaghetti, I usually eat the long circle kind of noodles.
Do you like Kraft mac and cheese or homemade mac and cheese?
I only like some of my family members' homemade mac and cheese because some of their mac and cheese has a hard cheese layer on top of it and it's gross.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I don't like mac and cheese because it's too much cheese.
You don't like anything, Haley. But if I need a quick and easy meal, then I'll eat Kraft mac and cheese. The ones that you fill up with water and then put in the microwave.
What one of your family members' mac and cheese do you like?
Probably my mom or my aunts because they don't have that much of a hard cheese layer on top of it.
Are there any noodles you don't like?
No, not really. Mostly all noodles taste the same, but are different shapes and sizes, so that's what's different about them.
Have you ever tasted a noodle and didn't like the taste?
Yes, I was at a family Christmas party and I had Alfredo, but the noodles were gluten-free, so they were really bad.
Yeah, I don't like gluten-free food either. It's disgusting.
Was the thing that you tried that was gluten-free noodles, or have you ever tried gluten-free noodles?
Yeah, it felt like plastic when you had it in your mouth. Do you like any noodles in salad or cold noodles?
Well, I like pasta salad and tuna salad. There's also a warm version of tuna salad called tuna noodle casserole.
We've been talking about so many kinds of noodles with many different kinds of sauces, but what is your overall favorite food with noodles, and what kind of sauce?
Warm noodles, fettuccine alfredo, but as a salad, pasta salad.
Do you like fettuccine Alfredo homemade or from a restaurant?
My favorite kind of fettuccine alfredo is definitely from Olive Garden, but if we can't go to Olive Garden and get it and my mom and dad make it, then it's still delicious and I still really like it.
Is Olive Garden your favorite place to get noodles from?
Yeah, probably.
What do you usually get from Olive Garden?
I usually get the kids' fettuccine alfredo with spaghetti as a side.
So you get two kinds of noodles in one sitting?
Well, yeah, but sometimes if I'm like after a soccer game or if I was moving around a lot, then I'll take my spaghetti home, or I'll eat my spaghetti and then take my Alfredo home, but I usually eat my Alfredo instead of my spaghetti.
What is your most recent place that you got fettuccine Alfredo from?
Just recently, my mom made me fettuccine Alfredo for dinner, but if we're talking about restaurants, then Olive Garden was the most recent place that I got fettuccine Alfredo from.
When did you learn that fettuccine was a noodle and fettuccine Alfredo? Because I did not know that before we did this podcast.
I didn't know that was a noodle either. I was talking to my sister about our podcast, and I said, I still have to figure out what noodles are in what foods that we will talk about, like fettuccine Alfredo. And she said fettuccine is a noodle and Alfredo is a sauce. I was so confused, but then I realized that it made so much sense.
My family can't go out to eat because my brother screams in restaurants. So I haven't been to that many restaurants lately.
We go to restaurants not so much, but if we are just like driving around to the store, then we sometimes go to restaurants afterwards.
You said that fettuccine Alfredo was your favorite food because of the taste, but what is your favorite shape of noodles?
My favorite shape of noodle are probably the ones that are in pasta salad that are like in twists.
Why do you like those noodles?
Well, I like it in pasta salad because I feel like it gets you more dressing because like it gets stuck in the grooves of the noodles, but overall I just like the shape of the noodle.
The grooves? Have you ever had that noodle with warm food?
No, I don't think so.
If you had to have it with warm food or sauce, what would it be?
Probably spaghetti sauce because spaghetti sauce isn't as thick as Alfredo sauce, so I think that spaghetti sauce would probably get you more sauce in one bite.
What noodles do you think have the most options with foods?
Probably elbow noodles because you can put them in, like I said, macaroni and cheese, spaghetti, tuna salad, tuna noodle casserole, goulash, and probably a lot more stuff too, but those are just the main foods that I put them with.
What time of year do you think you like with what foods?
Pasta salad and tuna salad on a warm summer day. But in the winter, I like warm foods like tuna noodle casserole, goulash, macaroni and cheese, spaghetti, and warm foods like that.
That would probably be my opinion too. But I haven't tried all those. When was your first time trying fettuccine Alfredo?
I don't remember what age I was, but I remember trying my mom's Alfredo at Olive Garden. And then I realized that it was my favorite thing. So I started to get it every single time I went to Olive Garden and any restaurants that had Alfredo.
My first time eating Alfredo was when I was 5, and I loved it.
Do you remember if you got it from the store or instant noodles?
Dude, I was 5, but I don't know. I remember my mom giving it to me from the microwave and saying I love it.
I didn't think that you would remember.
What noodles and sauce do you eat the most?
Definitely spaghetti because it's just so easy to make. So my family eats it like once every week, and it's one of my overall favorites, and it's just such an easy meal, so we eat it a lot.
What are your favorite noodles as a leftover?
Probably spaghetti, but I don't even eat the sauce, so I just take the noodles, put butter on them, and then put them in the microwave, and that's how I eat them.
I don't like plain butter noodles. I can only eat them with sauce. What is your least favorite kind of leftovers?
Probably lasagna, but when we eat lasagna, like my family eats usually all of it except for like one piece. So my mom, my dad, or my sister, they usually take it to like work or school.
Yeah, I hate it when people eat my leftovers in my family.
I don't really get that mad at them when they eat those leftovers, but like if they eat like spaghetti leftovers and I tell them that I'm gonna eat those for dinner, then I get mad at them.
If you had to have noodles and sauce at your birthday party, what would it be?
Since my birthday's in the summer, I'd probably have pasta salad or tuna salad, but just 'cause my birthday's in the summer, that's why. But if my birthday was like in the winter, then I'd probably have like mac and cheese. But mac and cheese, like when we like celebrate a holiday, that's usually like one of the noodles that we eat, and that's like one of the noodles that we always have when we're celebrating something.
Thanks for answering my questions.
Thanks for asking me questions.
This is Haley Manager.
And this is Elle Williston.
Thanks for listening to our podcast.